Hello guys, Silvess here. Today I want to share with you the 5 laws of gold, taken from the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, by George Samuel Clason. I will summarize these laws so you can understand them better. Before we go, I just want to say that we can trade gold in these laws for money. Post-editing, I also want to warn you that this isn't financial advice, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Follow these tips at your own risk. Let's now go finally into the first law. The first law of gold: gold comes gladly and in increasing quantity to any man who takes out at least 1/10, so 10%, of his earnings to create wealth for his future and for his family. This law shows us that by saving 10% of your earnings each month and not touching them, you will slowly but surely create wealth for your future self and for your family. If we take an example of someone who earns $1,000 every month, saving 10% at least, so $100, will create by the end of a year $1,200 and by the end of 10 years $12,000 worth of savings. The second law of gold: gold will work for the man who, after obtaining it, finds a suitable investment for it which will make it multiply. In this law, it is shown to us that if we find a suitable investment for the money we receive, and this investment proves to be worth it, we will eventually generate more money. In my honest opinion, you can approach this law by 2 ways: either you take some of those 10% you saved and invest it, or you dedicate another percentage of your earnings, say for instance 5%, to invest. I would also recommend you to be informed and study the investment you're gonna make. The third law of gold is: gold stays close to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of men that work with gold, men wise in its handling. In this law, it's shown to us that gold or money are even in both staying with the cautious owner, or fleeing the careless one. It is also shown that the owner who seeks advice of those wise in handling gold will learn that he should preserve it in safety and enjoy its increase. Now, the fourth law of gold is: gold slips away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes that he isn't familiar with, or which are not approved by the ones wise on its handling and on that specific area. In this law we learn that the inexperienced owner that trusts his own judgments and invests where he does not have any experience is very likely to pay with his treasure for his inexperience. On the other hand, the owner who invests it under the advice of men skilled on that specific area and those who work with gold has a better chance of being well succeeded. The fifth and final law of gold is: gold escapes from the man who forces it to impossible earnings or trusts in scammers or trusts in his own inexperience and romantic desires to make investments. This law teaches us that the one who believes that his gold will reach impossible earnings, he who trusts suspicious schemes of making money, aka scams, and he who lets his romantic desires and inexperience dictate his investments will lose his own treasure. That's it for this video guys. Thanks for watching and have a great day.